Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be answering your questions about the Disney College program. I have tons of questions, so we're going to get right into it. A little bit of background real quick. I have been doing the Disney College program since September of 2024. It is currently the end of January 2025. And I asked through my Disney account on Instagram questions that people have about the Disney College program. So that is where I'm going to be answering these questions from. So I actually have multiple questions about tips for the interview. So I'm going to discuss the interview real quick. So the interview will be on a phone call. And what I did to prepare for the interview was look up questions that the interviewer would ask through YouTube, and I wrote all those questions down on a Google Doc, and I answered them all in my own words, and then I could just kind of look them over every few days. And so that really helped me prepare for potential questions they would ask. I probably had about 40-50 questions recorded on there, so it was a lot. What was the application process like? So in a brief summary, I applied January 2024, the day that they dropped. I didn't get an email about an interview until like the very beginning of February. And I had scheduled my interview for about a few days after I got the email. I did my interview through the phone. And then after that it was a Tuesday. And I was told I would either find out this Thursday or next Thursday. So I was hoping this Thursday because one of my roommates, my past roommate from the fall program, had applied and was gonna find out Thursday. And that's when we got our acceptance letter on Thursday. And then after that, they send you a bunch of forms that you end up signing, and yeah. That is how you get started. Eventually, about a month before you arrive, you'll get your room assignment, and then your roll will be about 2 weeks before you arrive. And then you get here. What does move-in day look like? So it's honestly a really long day. I had the early move-in. I was the very first move-in time. So pretty much you'll go to East, you'll go on the lawn, and you'll wait in a line. Then when your time is there and everyone's checked in, you'll walk to a room, you'll watch a video where it goes over like kind of some rules about Flamingo. And then after you watch the video, they'll send you out of the room into a different room, and that's where you'll take your picture for your blue ID. And then from there, you'll grab your key. And I had my background check right after. So I ended up going upstairs from that other room and did my background check, and then after that I was able to get in my car, drive to West where I live, and I was able to move in very smoothly. I pretty much unloaded, made my room all nice and pretty, got lunch halfway through, got some groceries, came back, and that was it. Okay, now I'm getting questions about my role and switching roles. So my role is quick service at Magic Kingdom. I work at Casey's Corner. And the question about switching roles, the only way you would be able to switch roles is through Transfer Genie, but I believe that's only open to part-time and full-time. Cast members cannot switch roles unless you have an accommodation, which does take a while for it to process. So I've been in Casey's Corner since September, and I absolutely love it. Someone else asked what your favorite place to pick up at is. So I've been slowly picking up at other locations. I've picked up quick service at Animal Kingdom, but I think my favorite is going to be ESPN. I actually really enjoyed working there. I love the costume. I'm an athletic person, so I just feel at home when I'm at ESPN. I love it so much. Okay, so how to pick up shifts. So there's actually a Facebook group. Depending on your role, I'm in the food and beverage pickup page. There's probably one for merch or attractions or whatever role you have. And people will post on that Facebook page which shifts they're trying to give away. And that's where you can comment and say that you would like to pick up that shift. Sometimes it says you're not trained for the shift, but the leader should be able to push it through. So I actually had a couple of these. It was what role did you get, and then what was your dream role. So actually my dream role was PhotoPass because I'm a marketing major. I have a degree in marketing, so that was gonna be closely related. But I got quick service, and honestly, it was a blessing in disguise. I don't know if I'd be able to handle PhotoPass with everything that they do. But my roommate actually does PhotoPass, and she absolutely loves it. So another question I got is, how much do I make? So in September, the payment was $16 an hour. But being at Magic Kingdom Quick Service, it was $16.75. They did just raise it as of January 1st to $17, so I do make $17.75 now, officially. Another question that I got was, what's it like working at Quick Service in Magic Kingdom? I actually really enjoy working at Casey's Corner in Magic Kingdom. It's super busy, but I've gained a lot of knowledge, and I've met so many people, and I just genuinely love it there. This next question is, how does getting passes for friends and family work? So first, you'll get a free pass after attending Traditions. So you'll be able to use that for your friends and family, but every 150 hours is the first 3 tickets, 300 is going to be the next 3 tickets, and 600 is the last 3 tickets. CPs only get 9 tickets per year. You'll be able to go on your Cast Life app, and you'll be able to link those tickets. There's a specific section on the app to link the tickets, and you'll scroll through your passes, you'll select one, and then you'll be able to put in the email of that person that you want to send that ticket to. Okay, this one's a really good question. Do college programs, which is also known as CPs, get the same benefits as full-time cast members? So we get some of the benefits, but not all of them. So we're able to go into the parks for free. We do get free tickets for other members, like family and friends, but we don't get like the extra holiday pay that we get, or that the full-time cast members get. We don't get the same pay as they do, but discount-wise, it's the same for everyone. So I've had a few questions about this topic. It's about my favorite memories while being in the DCP, my favorite thing about it. So I think my favorite thing about being in the Disney College Program is just the opportunities that are there for you. I had applied for many marketing internships, which I unfortunately didn't get, but I have met so many people that I was able to connect with, and that could really help my career in the future. I also just love living in Florida. It's amazing, and I love just being able to go to the parks really whenever. This question is, what are the best places to go out in the area? So I actually have a couple. So the first place, love Five Guys. It is everywhere though, but I would say Lime, because it's a Mexican restaurant. The vibes are there. Their chips are like seasoned. It's delicious. I love their queso, their burritos. I'm not a burrito person, but that is all I order there. It's delicious. Shopping wise, if you have a car, you'll be able to drive about 30 minutes. It's the Orlando Premium Outlet. They have a bunch of sales all the time. I was able to get a Kate Spade purse for like $70, and it was one I wanted too. I also enjoy going to Disney Springs just to walk around. I was able to get my Tiana sweatshirt, and I just honestly love going into Gideon's and getting the monthly card, which I'm excited to do next week. What is my favorite park and why? This is a really tough question because before I came here, it was Magic Kingdom. But I'm a girly girl, and Magic Kingdom is like girly girl coded. But I have really started to appreciate Epcot and Hollywood Studios. I love Animal Kingdom. I just feel like there's not as much to do there. But I do love Hollywood Studios and Epcot. But I still believe Magic Kingdom is my favorite. This question is actually a really interesting one. It says DCP has started to get a lot more hate after COVID. Do you think it's still worth it? I would say that it's worth it. I don't see much of a change since COVID, but I know the prices have gone up, so sometimes it can be hard to afford it. But because the prices have gone up, the wage has gone up, so it kind of evens out. But genuinely, there's no COVID protocols anymore, so I do think it's similar to what it was before COVID. Okay, so I've already answered the favorite park, but my favorite character or movie. This one's really rough. I will go through my princesses though. Princess-wise, I have a few. My childhood favorite was Ariel, because she had red hair and she was a mermaid, and I have strawberry blonde hair and I loved mermaids. So that was why Ariel was my favorite when I was little. I still like Ariel, but I don't know who my favorite princess is, but I do like Ariel, Rapunzel, Tiana, and Belle. I also like Cinderella. I'm just not sure if she is in the top favorites. Other characters, I do like Stitch. I do feel like they have overhyped Stitch through all the merch, so I've been kind of about Stitch lately just because it's been overhyped. But I do love Pixar. I am a Pixar person, so I love Ratatouille. I love Cars, Finding Nemo, Finding Dory. I'm more of a Pixar person, I believe. So honestly, lots of characters from Pixar, lots of the movies from Pixar. Do you have enough free time to go to the parks, and how many hours do you work a week? So I actually do usually have free time to go to the parks. I do sometimes spend my days just resting, because you genuinely need a rest day every once in a while. But usually I work about 30 to 38 hours a week. It just kind of depends. Sometimes I give my shifts away, or I ER, which is an early release. So sometimes I go home early because I don't feel like working anymore. But usually I have 2 days off most of the time, so I do have time to go to the parks. I'm also not in school, so the only thing I have is my job, and I've been applying to marketing jobs. So I just have that, and then the interviews for my marketing jobs. Why did you decide to extend? This is a really great question, especially for those who are considering extending. So I genuinely extended because I wasn't ready to leave. It felt like it went by way too fast. How to make friends. The best advice I could give you is to go to those flamingo events that they provide at East, West, and also just talk to your coworkers. Literally at work, when I'm in the kitchen, or even on stage, we just be yapping. You really get to know someone when you're at work, and I feel like bonding with coworkers is one of the best ways to make friends. But if you're not really wanting to make friends with your coworkers, you can also go to flamingo events. There's like welcome events that you can meet people at and talk. That's how I met some other friends. You could also post on Facebook, but really you just have to put yourself out there. If you are hiding in your room 24/7, it's gonna be really difficult to make friends. But if you decide to go to the parks one day, maybe you'll meet a cast member, like that's a CP on their off day, and you can become friends. That's also happened to me. You can also pick up shifts at other places. That's also how I've met some of my friends today. What are you most looking forward to? I think for the rest of my program, I'm excited to meet new people. I'm excited to develop many other friendships and potentially have some of these friends be lifelong friends for the rest of my life, maybe become a bridesmaid or be at my wedding. I'm genuinely excited for the next few months. That is the end of our Q&A for the DCP. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment your questions and I would love to answer them. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.